The Switch is getting an old version of PayDay 2, which, that just sucks. What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to another episode of On the Topic Of. I hope this video finds you well, and I hope you have had a fantastic week. But today we are going to be talking about something that may be a bit troubling to those that are fans of the Nintendo Switch, and that is the fact that PayDay 2, a fantastic game on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, is in fact going to be an older version of the game whenever it does launch in the Americas on the Nintendo Switch on February the 27th. This information did come to light thanks to a guy that got the game early and chose to stream some of it on YouTube.com, which I will link down below. It's going to have some gameplay for you to watch if you are interested. But essentially, as he was playing, people realized that this was not the most updated version of the game. A couple of in-game mechanics simply didn't line up with what was going on PC or even the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of the game. And so then people began to realize that it wasn't an old version of the game because it had some new updates to billboards and things along those lines. So it was some kind of specific hybrid that was made for the Nintendo Switch version of the game. And needless to say, this got fans outraged. If a game is going to be coming out on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, whatever kind of console it may be, and it's going to be priced at $50, it should be the most up-to-date, state-of-the-art version of the game. $50 is not just chunk change that is thrown around for the majority of people. I'm a college kid, I'm trying to save money, I'm trying to pay off student debt. If I was to buy this on the Switch and I got an older version of the game, I would be understandably upset, and that's exactly what we're seeing with the community here today. Now, Polygon actually reached out to the developer Starbreeze to figure out what exactly was happening, and they replied with a pretty in-depth explanation what the Nintendo Switch version of the game would hold. And they said, and I quote, "PayDay 2 is releasing on Switch with content up to and including the Most Wanted update, which is equivalent to the content released through mid-2017 on PC. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One received additional updates after that, the Master Plan update, which released near the end of 2017, Starbreeze told Polygon. So Switch is one update behind other consoles, which are slightly behind PC. So essentially, not only are you behind if you buy the Nintendo Switch version of the game, you're behind the console version, which in and of itself is behind the PC version of the game. So ultimately, you are getting the shittiest, oldest version of the game that exists. Congratulations." Now, the team did go on to explain why the Switch version is going to be outdated as compared to even the console version of the game, and they said that at the time of submission of their game, they simply had to go with the kind of content that was available, and it just so happened that the specific build of the game that they went with was in the middle of 2017. So that's kind of what they had to stick with, and that's what's coming out with the release. But they did go on to say that future content updates for the Switch version of the game are planned, but I'll believe that when I see it. When it comes down to this specific circumstance, I feel like this is an instance of a developer seeing an opportunity and trying to make some capital on a game that is almost 5 years old. Whenever you have a game that is as big and notorious as PayDay 2 and you pair it with a console that is doing so well, such as the Nintendo Switch, then it simply makes sense that you are going to be selling copies of this game, whether it is good or whether it is bad. Kids will just go into the store, see PayDay 2, remember they watched a Twitch stream or a YouTube video, and simply ask their parents to buy it. That's what it comes down to. Unfortunately, it doesn't always translate over to a quality version of the game. Unfortunately, it may translate over to a version of the game that may not get the support that the fans deserve. It's just kind of a catch-22 with this one. You get the game on the Switch, but it may not be the best version of the game that fans have kind of come to expect from the developers, and it's just, that's the unfortunate truth, or at least that's the way that I see it. Will they continue rolling out updates to the Switch version of the game? Perhaps. Will they in fact go back and fix some of the wrongs that they have done with this release? We'll see what happens. Hopefully we will be able to get this Switch version of the game up to par with the PC version of the game. That would be fantastic. They have made a pretty good effort in making some Switch exclusive content, or at least some timed exclusive content, with the reveal of a brand new character, playable character called Joy. I'm not really sure, I'm not super into PayDay 2, but they do have some kind of effort there to make some kind of exclusivity feeling with the Nintendo Switch, showing that they do in fact care about that specific part of their audience. So at least there's some effort there, but I'm still, I just can't help but be a bit hesitant about this one. And with that, we wrap up this week's episode of On the Topic Of. If you enjoyed this one, please drop me a like down below, and in that comment section, let me know what you think about PayDay 2 coming to the Switch. Is it going to be a good port? Do you think they're going to screw it up royally? Do you think it's going to be the best port, the worst port? Whatever you think, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you do happen to be new to the channel, I do upload new stuff throughout the week, so there's always something new right here when you do stop by to watch some videos. But as for right now, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video. I will talk to you soon. Peace.